The first month of the Doug Kopso era has been impressive, to say the least. In the month of September, Needham Rockets football has played one close game, and the rest blowouts of the finest quality. It's quite honestly been fantastic to watch from a Needham perspective, though even in their wins over Hopkinton and Newton North, the Rockets didn't take control until late in the first half. No such problems faced Needham, though, in their first division game as a member of the Herget side of the Bay State Conference on Friday, September 28th, as Weymouth visiting Memorial Field. A little extra flair, woo, in this game, as it was also senior night and there were plenty of fireworks provided in this one. On the first offensive snap of the game, the Wildcats fumble the handoff. Chris Nigerian there for the recovery for Needham. Don't blink, because the Rocket offense comes out and immediately gets the ball into the end zone. Tyler Reed with a touchdown run just 30 seconds into this game. Needham up 7-0. 2 minutes later, the offense back out there for Needham. Charlie Ogletree rolls to the right, connects with Odari Hibberts. Mr. Ludicrous Speed also gets a nice block downfield from future Dookie Matt Smith. Good for another 6, 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. On the next Rocket possession, second down play, a shotgun handoff is going to go to Reed. The junior bounces outside and wins the foot race to the pylon, high stepping in for his second score of the game. Needham's first 3 drives, 4 plays, 109 yards, 3 TDs, and it's 21-0. They're not done, though, in the first quarter. At the end of the first, it takes them until third down to score this time, but Ogletree dials it up for Matt Smith, his third straight game with a TD. 28-0 Needham with the lead after 1. Just before the end of the half, Rockets will go back to the air right here. Ogletree to Hibberts, their second scoring connection, and Ogletree's third of the night. It's 35-0, and it's just halftime. In the middle of the third quarter, Needham has it inside the 5-yard line. Handoff this time goes to Angelo Davos, his first of the season. Not much doing after that, other than a meaningless score by Weymouth. Rockets win it big on senior night, 42-6. Needham has outscored their opponents 108-20 over the last 3 weeks and are now 4-0. They have their biggest game of the season up next against 3-1 Braintree. That game is at home on Friday, October 5th at 7 p.m. Well, if you've been in the Needham High School A-Gym for extended periods of time, you know it's been due for an upgrade since, well, many of our lifetimes. The site of home games for girls and boys volleyball, basketball, and wrestling, too. Our sports crew has certainly logged plenty of hours there. So, with the new and improved A-Gym opening for games at the end of September, sports producer Chris Dugan took an up-close and personal tour of all the upgrades with NHS AD Dan Lee.
All right, Chris Dugan here, now at the Needham High School A-Gym, the freshly minted Needham High School A-Gym with Athletic Director Dan Lee.
I don't know why they didn't have
Dan, just I guess to start off, take us through, why did the A-Gym need that facelift?
Right, so the A-Gym was originally built in 1958. So we're looking now at 60 years of the current format of the A-Gym. And you could tell the floor had dead spots, the baselines were a nice shade of green, not the Needham blue and gold. Ceiling tiles were knocked out, half the lights worked. It was time that we made the necessary improvements to it. There was ongoing improvements to the high school, the addition onto that, and we were able to be able to add on some renovations to the A-Gym. So one of the things about the older gym is that the space felt really tight. So in a basketball game, the players were right on the edge of the line, the baseline was right up against the wall. It made the whole space feel small. And one of the goals of the renovation is we weren't expanding the space, but we wanted to make it feel bigger. So what we looked at is the existing court was 94 feet, which is a regulation college length basketball court. High school, the regulation is 84 by 50. So the court was still 50 feet wide, but we were actually 10 feet longer than your standard high school court. And so we shrunk the court 5 feet on each side, so now we're a standard high school regulation size court, but it also gives us the ability to have a little bit more space on each baseline, so whether it's the cheerleaders are here for a basketball game, or if we have a big game and we need to put some seats along here, that they're not going to be right on top of the court.
Optically it looks a lot more fresh, I think, and a lot more nice, and a little bit more appealing to fans coming in, or even players coming in, and helps them out. And even one of the things, I think it's just more safer too as well, like you said.
Right, we have wall padding all the way around the perimeter now, as opposed to the wood paneling that was there. They removed some of the outlets that were protruding out from the wall. So yeah, it's for not just for athletics, but for wellness that's in here probably more than us during their school day, teaching classes. We have a new divider. It's a little bit lighter. Should be able to tuck back into that cove a little bit easier. But yeah, that's it's safer. It's cleaner. It looks nicer.